I hope they don't think we just say everything's good just because we're on video.
If it wasn't good, we wouldn't make it.
If it wasn't good, we wouldn't make it, and we certainly wouldn't be eating it after the video is done.
What's up, everybody? I'm Alan, and welcome back to We Should Grill. Look, we're so glad you're with us here today, and I wanted to take a second just to thank you all for all the love and support that you've given us. The channel is growing faster than we could have ever imagined, and that's really all because of you. We're just kind of here doing our thing, but you're the ones that are supporting us. And look, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. We really appreciate the support. Click on notifications so you'll see all the great content that we have coming down the road. I think you're really going to enjoy it. One of the things we want to talk about is, I don't know if you've been watching the news, but somebody's been getting a lot of headlines, and that's been Cracker Barrel. We love us some OG original Cracker Barrel breakfast. It's some of the best that's out there. I mean, their biscuits and gravy are amazing, but I tell you what, we're not going to try to make biscuits. We're going to leave that up to the experts. I think I would probably be an epic fail if I tried to do that. But what we are going to do today is make something I think I do better than Cracker Barrel, and that is my French toast. It is going to be amazing. Look, the secret ingredient is vanilla ice cream. Tell you what, it's not for the reason you might think. We're not making some French toast a la mode. That'd be way too easy. But what? Tell you what, we're gonna go out to the Blackstone, which is already heated up, and I'm gonna show you how to make some killer French toast. But before we go out there, let's talk about these ingredients. Look, I already mentioned the ice cream. So look, pretty straightforward stuff here. Vanilla ice cream, and we've actually let it melt, which is kind of the key here. Just kind of turn it into a slurry. It's still cold, which you want to keep it cold because you want it to stay fresh and safe. The only thing I'm going to add to this is some cinnamon, okay? Cinnamon is kind of a staple when it comes to French toast, I think. But look, if you want to add some extra things here, a little nutmeg, shoot, we're getting into pumpkin spice season, so that might be something you want to give a go. But we're going to try to stay a little bit more traditional, kind of keeping in line with what Cracker Barrel would do, so that you can at least have something to compare it to. But as you can see, I'm just going to stir in a little cinnamon. Boy, that's going to make it taste awesome. And also the next big piece is obviously the toast. So we're going to go with Texas toast here today, which is this thick slice, yellow white bread. I recommend thick slice bread, whatever brand or whatever style that you try to use. I think it really holds up better to the batter and to the cooking on the stovetop or on the grill, whichever one you're doing. Some people go with sourdough, which actually I like. An extra little bite is kind of nice. Brioche is another popular one, but we're going to go traditional here with just some white bread. And then obviously, you got to have some awesome maple syrup. And look, in previous videos, we've shown you this maple syrup that we buy at Costco. It's really, really good. It is as close as you can get probably to actual real maple syrup without going out and chopping down a tree. And then the other thing that we're going to have is a little bit of brown sugar. I kind of prefer that on mine, mixing in with all the extra sugar that the maple syrup has. You can't have enough sugar, I tell you. So that being said, let's get out there, let's get this stuff cooking, and I think that's going to turn out great. All right, so we're out here at the Blackstone, which has already been preheated. I want to point out something real quick though. When you have the Blackstone turned on for something like French toast, don't turn it on too hot like you would for like smash burgers or stir fry or chicken. You don't want it to burn and sear too fast and turn out nasty and turn out black. I also wanted to point out an addition to the patio. Because my Mariners are in the pennant race and are going to win the World Series, we've added a TV out here so we don't miss a thing, because you know what, when I'm out here cooking, when I'm out here smoking, watching the Mariners and a jet go overhead is just amazing. I mean, talk about America. I got a fighter jet, I got baseball, I got a griddle. What more could a person ask for? All right, so let's get started here. So when you're going to do this, and I think this would be something you do if you were cooking it indoors, cooking it on a normal griddle or on your stovetop, is you want to start with some butter. Oh yeah, look at that. You know, that is just the best sound. Look at that. I'm just gonna let that soak in for you, folks. Oh my goodness. Spread that around. Boy, you know what? That already smells amazing. Go a little extra on the butter here, because I think that really adds a little bit of a crisp to the outside and gives a little toast to that bread. It's gonna make it turn out fantastic. All right. Now, the coup de grace. Breyers Vanilla Ice Cream with only cinnamon added, okay? You're gonna think this might be a little crazy, but I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. Just gonna drop that bread right in there, spread it around like you normally would with just normal batter. Okay, wipe off the excess, because you don't want to get too crazy. Look at that. As you can see, that really is sizzly. That's why I emphasize not having it too hot, because this will cook real quick. Oh boy, I tell you what, this couldn't be any easier, and it already smells just amazing. Look at that. This is easier than making the batter or the coating for regular. You don't have to add any egg or anything. And look, you could actually add egg if you wanted to. That might give it a little bit more firmness to it. I decided just to go straight, no egg. I think that's going to give it a better overall vanilla profile. And I think, again, if you wanted to add some nutmeg or, you know, like I mentioned earlier, we are coming into pumpkin spice season, which is just crazy. You know, pumpkin spice season already. I'm not a pumpkin spice guy. I know a lot of people are, and you know what, power to you. But again, that nutmeg and cinnamon tones from that pumpkin spice actually might be pretty good. So we're gonna just let these go for just a few minutes. As you know, French toast cooks really quick. Got my handy dandy flipper here, and I tell you what, the flipper, probably the best thing we've ever bought. Use this for literally everything if you haven't already noticed. And you can see, now it doesn't sound like those are cooking, but I tell you that they are. We're gonna take a quick peek here. Okay, just get those up. I tell you what, because that a lot of sugar inside that vanilla ice cream, so it's going to stick a little bit. I'm going to give those a little lift there, just so they don't stick. Oh boy, it smells so good. I can't decide what that smells like. Look at that. See how quick that cooks? Oh man, I tell you what. The other thing, obviously, you know, now some bacon, some sausage, some ham, any kind of other protein you might want to go with this. We're going to go with just French toast because we want to highlight the star of the show here. But any other kind of sides are going to be great with it too. You might want to go hash browns, although I'm not sure if another starch is necessary. But whatever you like as a side, whatever protein you like as a side, I encourage you to go ahead and cook that on your Blackstone before you put it out there. And like we've mentioned in earlier videos, the Blackstone is the best implement when it comes to breakfast. It's a wide bit open space. You can do eggs, bacon, hash browns, French toast, pancakes, which we've done before. Look, if you didn't watch our McGriddle video that we did here just a short time ago, you should go back and check that out. We'll put a link in that below. We had a great response to that. All right, let's take a look here. Oh yeah. Now the reason I'm going to flip these one more time, which might seem unconventional, is you want to get that side to dry out a little bit too, okay? Because that side that you flipped over is moist with the breading. So you want to flip it over and let those dry out for just a couple minutes. But I tell you what, guys, 60 more seconds or so, and these are going to be ready to go in, and we're going to be ready to eat them, and we'll talk some more about what else you can put on top of these to make it amazing. It's the sound of freedom. Oh man, if you could only smell this, I can tell you it's going to be fantastic. Let's get inside.
All right, and we are back.
We are.
This is the best day in the world. I love French toast. I'm a big breakfast guy.
Me too.
And Alan makes the best breakfast. And guess what? If you've watched any of our videos, you know that I always have to wander off screen to get napkins.
We're being proactive this, yes.
And we remembered, because it's rude to walk off screen while we've got guests, and you guys are our guests today.
Absolutely.
If only you could smell this.
Oh, it's just, I tell you what, the vanilla ice cream, I mean, I was a little, when I first tried it, I was a little bit, I don't know, not concerned, but questioned it, a little skeptical. Guys, it turns out amazing. It just really does. And I find that when you use regular French toast batter, which is just eggs and milk, it actually makes the bread a little soggy. This really crisps it up on the outside and leaves the bread fluffy in the middle. Can't emphasize enough though, thick bread is actually the key. Look, today I'm gonna go with traditional butter, maple syrup, and some some powdered sugar. But I tell you what, this is something that you can kind of tailor make to your delight. I know my granddaughter, his daughter Kennedy, she loves strawberries and whipped cream on her French toast, which a lot of people do.
I don't know where she got that. I think Alexis must like it.
I think so too. Yeah, fresh berries and whipped cream. Another one is like warm apple pie filling with some crunched up graham crackers and a little caramel drizzle.
Yeah.
We're gonna try that.
I mean, yeah, that sounds like
sounds
dessert.
that good.
It's already dessert. I mean, we've got it. I'm gonna reach across to you because I just like maple syrup on mine.
I like butter on mine because you know what? Butter makes everything better.
I think some sort of bacon maple syrup reduction.
Oh, you know what?
So
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Some
you know
salty, savory situation.
I think that I can pull that off. I think I've got the skill set for that. Would you like some powdered sugar, Jake?
You know, I think I'm okay.
You think you're okay?
I think I'm okay.
Oh, mine looks just so much better. Let's go ahead and get some syrup on here. I tend to not go too heavy on the syrup because it's already pretty sweet.
Okay.
All right, shall we?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my. You see what I mean?
Look.
About it not being mushy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's still fluffy, still just tastes like bread.
Screw Cracker Barrel.
I mean,
They closed all the ones near us.
I know.
What's funny is now their target audience would be right at home here in Portland.
Yeah, you think the rebrand?
Yeah, the rebrand would have kept it popping off in Portland instead of, yeah.
Yeah, not so much. I'll tell you what. This would be actually so good any time of day. Okay, we've actually done, and we do semi-frequently make breakfast for dinner. Number one, it's easy. It's relatively fast and inexpensive. This will be a great compliment to having breakfast for dinner, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, the one concern you have when you're doing the ice cream batter, right, is that it's going to be too sweet.
Yeah.
Because French toast is already sweet.
Yeah,
It's not.
it's perfect.
There's almost a real good savory piece to it. And I think that probably has to do with the Blackstone, right?
Yeah.
The butter was also salted butter.
Yes.
So, you know, you are getting that balanced flavor.
Definitely.
I mean, I'm a homer for my mom's French toast that I had growing up as a kid.
I feel you, man.
But this is really good.
It's really
It's
good.
definitely better than any restaurant French toast.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Yeah, and the only thing I do like about egg batter French toast is that you do get that protein flavor to it.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, like egg gets there's almost like coagulated egg. I remember my mom didn't really scramble the eggs as much, so you got a little bit of white on it.
Got it.
A little bit of, but this is just
Just
as
serve some
close.
eggs with it.
Yeah, I mean, this is just as close and good, and it couldn't be any stupid easier.
It is. It's amazing.
Who needs to worry about egg, milk, like all the ratios? Just get a thing of
And you
Breyers
know,
ice cream.
something else about French toast that maybe some people don't think about is this is something you can make in batch ahead of time.
Yes.
Put in a pan, put in the oven on low, keep it warm.
Yes.
I think the nature of this French toast not being soggy and being a little bit drier. And when I say dry, I don't mean dry, bad dry. I just mean not mushy and
Yeah, everybody knows what you're talking about. The
yeah,
mushy French
you know what
toast.
I'm talking about. The
you
middle
know.
of it, especially. That's especially if you use too thin a bread. This could be kept warm in the oven while you're prepping the rest of the food. I think it would really, like pancakes are the same way. I think it would really hold together well. And I tell you what, one of the things that's coming up right around the corner. In fact, when I say around the corner, I think in 4 days from now, that'll be college football. Breakfast. Saturday morning breakfast early on the Blackstone for college football is glorious. This is something that you can incorporate into that I know we're going to. In fact, this Saturday, our Ducks, well now look, they're playing what, Montana State?
Montana State.
But you know what, it'll be a great opportunity for us to...
They're a donor team.
a donor team,
Yeah,
I
they're
like
donor.
that. I like
we
that.
give them $1 million.
Cupcake.
Yeah. Well, we give them $1 million, and then they show up to Autzen, and then they get
It's a
beat by 40.
win-win. It's a win-win, right? It's a win for us, it's a win for them.
If you're doing tailgating,
Yes.
if you're going to a game and you want to make breakfast, you need to let the Breyers ice cream melt anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, who wants to cart around if you want to make a French toast or French toast sandwiches or whatever you want to do?
Bring eggs.
Yeah, who wants to bring eggs and milk and
Yeah.
cream and everything else? You could just bring the Breyers ice cream and a loaf of bread and your
Let it melt.
Blackstone, and it's done.
And you're good to go, yeah.
Perfect for camping too. We did this all the time when we were camping.
Yeah.
And, you know, you could put the Breyers ice cream in the cooler and it won't stay frozen, but it will not spoil. So it'll be
Correct.
ready to do this.
Correct.
Sorry to cut you off, but I just
No,
wanted
you're
to
good.
remember
And
that.
speaking of tailgating, you can always get a smaller Blackstone for tailgating.
We
That's
wanna do
something
that.
we've actually considered.
Yep.
Like we need another barbecuing implement. But
We
you know what?
absolutely do.
But we absolutely do.
Yeah, we'll put our P.O. box in the description. If any barbecue companies want to send
Or
us one to
Blackstone,
try.
if you're watching,
Yeah.
you know, one of those little portable ones, that might be something that might be good for everybody.
Howdy do, Blackstone. I know
Howdy
they've watched our videos before. They've commented on our Instagram.
have,
Which
yeah.
if you're not following us on Instagram or TikTok,
Yes.
it's at We Should Grill. So
Yes.
go find us on there. Follow, engage, like, comment, subscribe,
Yes.
the whole thing. We'd love to have you on those platforms as well.
Yeah, and speaking of that, if you guys have any comments, suggestions, ideas that you'd like for us to undertake and cook for you on film and on camera, put those in the comments below. We'd really appreciate it, or any other comments that you might have, okay? But look, as always, we're always going to say, we know that we should grill, so should you. Okay, so we can eat the rest of this, right? Okay.
Yeah, this is so good. I hope they don't think we just say everything's good just because we're on video.
If it wasn't good, we wouldn't make it.
If it wasn't good, we wouldn't make it, and we certainly wouldn't be eating it after the video is done. Cheers.
Cheers.